He is the first Asian footballer to win the Premier League Golden Boot. Known for his explosive speed and ice-cold finishing, he has evolved from a talented boy from South Korea into a global superstar. But how did his path really go? Let's take a closer look at his career, his net worth, and his extraordinary life. Son Heung-min was born on July 8, 1992 in Chuncheon, South Korea. He grew up with his parents and his older brother. Even as a child, he showed a great passion for football. His father, a former professional, trained his two sons intensively. Reportedly, they practiced for over 6 hours every day. This discipline would pay off. 2008 saw Son make the leap into FC Seoul's youth academy. But in that same year, he took a bold step abroad and moved to Hamburger SV in the Bundesliga. On October 30th, 2010, he scored his first league goal against 1 FC Köln. At only 18 years of age, he became the youngest goal scorer in the history of Hamburger SV. Despite this promising moment, he only managed 3 goals in 14 appearances this season. The development was not yet complete. The fans had to be patient. In the 2012-13 season, this patience paid off. Son increasingly established himself in the team and scored 12 goals, including 2 against defending champions Borussia Dortmund. With that, he became only the 5th South Korean to reach a double-digit goal tally in Europe. Was this already the beginning of an international career, or just a first taste of what was still to come? His performances in Hamburg did not go unnoticed. In June 2013, Son moved to Bayer Leverkusen for around £10 million. Just a few months later, he made a clear statement. In November, he scored his first hat-trick against his former club Hamburg, an emotional moment and a sporting confirmation of his progress. In his first season at Leverkusen, he again reached 12 goals, but he was not satisfied with that. In the following season, he increased his personal best to 17 goals. Interest from top European clubs continued to grow. In August 2015, the big move to Tottenham Hotspur finally followed. For £22 million, he became the most expensive Asian player of all time. But the start in England did not go as planned. After his first season, Son is even said to have asked coach Mauricio Pochettino for a transfer. Although he made 42 appearances, he was dissatisfied with his playing minutes. Instead of leaving the club, he was given another chance to prove himself. And he used it. With 21 goals in all competitions, he achieved his best tally to date. Pochettino subsequently described him as another person. Was this the moment when a talented player finally became a key performer? With his constant development, Son finally established himself as one of the defining players of his generation. In 2020, he won the Premier League Goal of the Season award. His spectacular solo run against Burnley earned him not only the award, but also the nickname Sonaldo. 2022 saw the biggest individual success of his club career to date. With 23 Premier League goals, he secured the Golden Boot. Despite this triumph, he has recently struggled to confirm this form. In the first 8 games, he remained without a goal, and in the following 13 matches, he only scored a single goal. A stark contrast to his strongest years. He also made early marks on the international stage. His debut for South Korea came in 2011 in the Asia Cup against Syria. Shortly thereafter, he scored against India and thus became the youngest goal scorer in the history of this competition. In 2018, he made football history. In the 2-0 victory against defending world champions Germany, he scored the decisive goal in the 97th minute, sealing Germany's exit. In the same year, he led South Korea as captain to the gold medal at the Asian Games. This success saved him from mandatory military service. Was this the peak of his sporting career, or just another chapter in a story that is not yet finished? With his sporting success, his financial flexibility also grew. On the way to Tottenham in 2015, Son and his parents decided to buy a 3-bedroom apartment in London. 5 years long, they lived together in this property. 2020 Son finally moved out and shifted to a luxurious villa in the Hampstead district in England. As can be seen in a YouTube video, this spacious estate features its own gym, a sauna, a swimming pool, and even a private cinema. The interior is kept in clear white and gray tones and offers all the amenities one would expect from a modern professional footballer. But he also invested in his homeland. 2017 Son acquired a £1.6 million apartment in Seoul. This made him a neighbor of the well-known Korean star and rapper J-Hope. A life between London and Seoul, between discipline and luxury. But does his dynamic on the pitch also reflect in his choice of vehicles? Known for his speed and energy on the field, it is hardly surprising that this preference is also reflected in his car collection. His vehicles are said to be worth a total of around 1.5 million pounds. The most valuable piece is an extremely rare Ferrari LaFerrari worth about 1 million pounds. Painted in black and equipped with an impressive 950 horsepower, this vehicle reaches speeds of over 210 miles per hour. Besides the Ferrari, Son owns an elegant Bentley Continental GT worth 160,000 pounds. Another highlight of his collection is the Audi R8. With a price of 112,000 pounds, this V10 sports car is one of the cheaper models in his garage. 2014 Son was seen in this very vehicle together with his then-girlfriend, the Korean pop singer Mina. The relationship began in July and ended in October of the same year for personal reasons. Currently, Son is unmarried and explained that he only wants to marry once he hangs up his football boots. In everyday life, he often drives a Range Rover Evoque worth 31,000 pounds. This model he had individually customized, with red steering wheel trim and correspondingly designed seats. In addition, he opted for a special paint job in matte and glossy black. Furthermore, as a popular figure in South Korea, he received the first Maserati SUV worth 60,000 pounds to represent the brand in the country. Reports say this vehicle has since become one of his favorites, but his influence is not limited only to luxury and speed. What role does he play away from football? In July 2022, Son became an ambassador for the World Food Program. With his influence, he wants to draw attention to the global food crisis and motivate fans worldwide to provide support. For many people in South Korea, he's a role model. A country that once received aid itself now stands for development. And Son embodies this change. As early as April 2019, he donated 100,000 pounds to the victims of the devastating forest fire in Goseong. Over 525 hectares of land were destroyed, and thousands of people were evacuated. His support helped more than 17,000 emergency personnel and contributed to damage management. Despite his successes, his father remains critical. After winning the Golden Boot, Son Heung-min explained that his son was not world-class and had to become 10% better. In addition, he emphasized that Son must play a key role at one of the world's best clubs. Financially, Son is among the top earners today. With a 4-year contract, he earns around 192,000 pounds per week. Already since his Hamburg days, he has been supported by Adidas. Later, a collaboration with Calvin Klein followed, after David Beckham and Freddie Ljungberg. Furthermore, there are partnerships with Gillette, Burberry, and other brands. His advertising income is said to be over 12 million pounds. His estimated net worth in 2022 was around 41 million pounds. Is this already the peak of his career, or is the most important part yet to come? That was the impressive path of Son Heung-min, from early training hours with his father to the Golden Boot and an estimated net worth of 41 million pounds. If you like this video, support the channel with a like and subscribe for more exciting stories about the world's biggest football stars.